This channel supports Extra Life in its efforts to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. For more information about how to donate and join in their efforts, go to the link displayed here. Extra Life. Play games, heal kids. What up, everybody? This is your boy Black Megas, and Avengers was finally shown. Square Enix decided to show us some footage. It was CGI trailers. It wasn't really any gameplay, but you did get to see a bit of what the story is going to evolve around. The game takes place on the day, based on events of Avengers Day, in which a threat ensues, and something tragic happens to, it looks like Captain America, looks like he dies, and there's a huge tragic battle in the city of San Francisco, and things get fucked up, and the Avengers have to rally and figure out what they're gonna do. You saw Cap, you saw Iron Man, you saw Thor, you saw Black Widow, and you saw Incredible Hulk. I gotta say this, seriously, this is probably my most disappointing game of the entire E3, and it's not for the same reason that a lot of you guys say. Although a lot of people were chiming in and harping on the graphics and all that. Oh, they don't look like them, or it doesn't look that great. Oh, the voices aren't that great. Everything like that is fine. I didn't have a problem with any of it. I wasn't expecting them to roll out the cast of the Avengers films and to reprise their roles for this, including do CGI capture for the visuals and all that, so they can have them be 100% MCU accurate. Now, come on, yeah. But the thing that made it disappointment to me was the information that was given. Like the talk of they're gonna have DLC where they're gonna be using that to facilitate new characters. There is online gameplay, but don't worry, the campaign can be played by yourself. It's not like you need to be online to go through the story. Which, again, this is part of the problem, is the way they word things, because I think a lot of people jumped on that and reacted when they heard that, because the way they kind of worded it, you kind of got the impression that is this going to be a co-op campaign? And then they had to come out and say, no, it's not. No. It was very poor wording in this whole ordeal. The whole DLC making a growing roster and all that. Yeah, and then you get an early beta, which is like, why do you need a beta for something that you said has a single player campaign? So the online components apparently going to be something larger in scale than we might have thought. I don't think we probably ever thought that it was actually going to have multiplayer, to be quite honest. I didn't, I could say. So it was like, it was my most disappointing, because I felt like they didn't really clarify things, and they added a lot more fear to this, because like the whole, when I started hearing the idea of like you got the expanding rosters, them showing like, hey, Pam, I guess is gonna be the first expanded member of the roster for the Avengers, and you can have all these Avengers and things like that. It's like, are you trying to make this like MMO-like in some aspect? We've had superhero MMOs like, the DC game, DC Universe game, and things like that, City of Heroes, whatnot, and they can be cool, but I think the thing is, that wasn't what people wanted from this, or at least the impression that they got when it was first announced. We all kind of were under, and maybe that's our fault, we all were under impressions that this is going to be a first person, not a first person, but a single player campaign. You get to play as Earth's mightiest heroes, things like that. So cool. And then they started talking all this information, which, yeah, it threw it off. So it was definitely my most disappointing game of E3, and it's not necessarily because I think the game is going to be a disappointment itself. It's just that the way that they held the conversation around it left me too worrisome and feeling like I didn't like it was something that I didn't really find as appealing that I thought was before. So it kind of, you know, disappointed my expectations, so to speak. Game's probably fine. We'll see as time goes on. But yeah, beta, by the way, is until next year, May 15th. So they have some time. They're still working on things, and that's the thing. Y'all complain about graphics and stuff. Okay, whatever. I don't think it's that bad, but they can shore up some things, and they got time. It's not coming out like in months, so we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, as always, you guys feel free to hit me up. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you later. This your boy Black Megas, and I'm out. Deuces.